Okay, we need to have a conversation. Listen, I'm not mad. I'm confused. You said you wanted high quality, long format videos. This is not that. So why? Why this one? Explain. Well, that was really unexpected, especially for a video I almost didn't do at all. I was like 90% sure I wasn't even gonna attempt this, and now it's the most watched video on my channel by an outrageous amount, and it's probably gonna be the most watched video on my channel for a very long time. I mean, the popcorn buckets attracting some interest makes sense. They are pretty cool. But the commercial? 200,000 people watching this video was not in my psychic reading. And that's just on YouTube. This amount of views is an unimaginable number for someone as small as me. And again, I wasn't ready for it. It was like I was getting hit by I guess I can show you some behind the scenes footage and talk about how we got here, and maybe by the end of this I can figure out what I'm gonna do with this video. You see, it all started with the spark of a really dumb idea. I heard that one of my favorite animated shows is gonna be coming to theaters, and I thought, you know, it's a real shame they haven't announced any popcorn buckets yet. Iron Lung got a popcorn bucket, why isn't the Amazing Digital Circus getting one? So I decided to take it upon myself to make a popcorn bucket. Not only that, but I'm gonna go the Iron Lung way, and I'm gonna make it 3D printable and 3D available because I have the technology. In fact, that's kind of what the whole point of my channel is. The thing is, I didn't think I'd be able to do it in time. Like, in the back of my head, I was just like, yeah, but that's gonna happen in like, what, 2 months? I don't think I have time to do that. It usually takes me like months to do figures, so there's no way I'm gonna do multiple figures in like this amount of time. I don't even have the models yet. And then that one little part of my brain was like, yeah, I bet you can't do that. You'll never be able to do that. You don't know me. You don't know what I can do. I bet I can do it. In fact, I bet I can do more than one. Watch me. So now, what am I gonna make? Scooby-chan, what is this abomination you are currently making in front of us? Well, my sweet singing chickadees, since I have full creative control and there's nobody currently in my house to stop me, I'm going to make something the way I want to make it, and I want to make it weird. I decided that, for in-universe reasons, if King was going to make the gang into popcorn buckets, he would basically just like take Pomni here and she'd just squish her into like a popcorn bucket shape. I felt that was perfectly fitting, and now both my Pomnis will match and both be traumatized and tortured. Now, as for Jax, I was also going to make him squished. I was going to make them matched so they had like a whole line. In fact, I had kind of low-key planned on doing a bunch of characters like that, but I had to like reel that back. That's a little much. I gotta calm down a little bit. But here is where the idea started to become a little diabolical. This will debatably be the most disgusting, most horrendous thing I've ever made. So far. Because while yes, I could make Jax, squished just like Pomni, I could also make it so I peel his face out of his head, because I happen to have a certain set of talents that gave me the ability to do this. If I go back to my roots, I can absolutely make a real-life peeled Jax popcorn bucket. And again, there's absolutely nobody here to stop me. With my mind set, I had to start setting up a battle plan. And on top of designing and making the models, I decided that not only did I need nice pictures, because I always like nice pictures, I needed to take exceptionally nice pictures, because I was gonna try and make advertisement that made it look real. I wanted to make it look like it came from like an AMC theater and it was being advertised as an actual thing that you could buy when you go to the premiere. And this idea kept evolving in the best, worst way possible, and I talk a little bit about it during my live stream. So this little popcorn bucket isn't the only thing I was gonna make. This might actually be like really controversial now. I was gonna advertise these popcorn buckets on like Twitter. I was basically gonna say like they're officially unofficial popcorn buckets, blah 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 blah, and just make them look like really convincingly real. And I actually was talking about this with a fellow small YouTuber, and they were like, what if you made like a whole trailer, like a whole fake trailer, because Glitch makes their super cheap trailers with like just their like merch and stuff. You could totally do that. Like, you can make that really convincing. And I'm like, I don't know if I want to go that far. I don't know if I have like, I don't know if I got the Ghiblies to do that, you know? I mean, at least like, I at least want it to be funny. Like, if it's not like good content, if it's not funny content, I don't want to do it. So while I did buy all the stuff to do it, I don't know if A, it's gonna be good, or B, if I even want to do that. Like, I thought it was controversial before all this stuff happened. Now I think it's really controversial and questionable. So I'm like, do I really want to do that? I don't know yet. The fandom is very passionate. Very passionate. I mean, all my fans are just perfect little good noodles and can do no wrong. They're all just so sweet and kind and caring and would never do anything evil at all. So I don't have to worry about them. But everybody else, you know, I'm a little worried. They might take it the wrong way. So I don't know. I don't know if I want to make this like fake trailer. And that's where the concept of the commercial/trailer started, with the power of friendship. And I really mean it when I say this. I thought this was a really bad idea. I thought it was gonna be stupid. I thought it was not gonna be funny. But I was like, what if? What if I'm wrong? You know, if only like 1,000 people saw it, that's great. That's 1,000 more people than I thought would see it. And maybe it would attract people to my channel and to watch my art. And since it's gonna be like really short, like a little tiny baby video, like it's not gonna be that hard. And then all of a sudden I'm like buying some toys and I'm pulling ones off the shelf that I already have and I shoot a commercial. So I cleaned up the other half of my table. Yay! You guys proud of me? So I've got this red leather fabric that I was gonna use as a backdrop. I don't know if it's enough. I bought it for a previous project, so it's all kind of chopped up into pieces. Also, don't question why I have a bunch of red leather fabric. It's not important. Okay, so now I have this fabric made up of Zubul parts, and I'm just now taking it out of the bag, and I'm realizing it's really luxurious, and I'm wondering how much money I spent on this. Anyway, I'm gonna use this as like the floor. It's supposed to look like a 90s arcade or a 90s movie theater or something like that. That's what I was going for when I picked it. Okay. Whoop. Oh, well, I thought I had the internet magic. The internet told me if I just threw it on the table, it would set itself up. Whatever, I guess I'll do it manually. Man, hopefully this fabric isn't too loud. It seems really loud now. Like it's very, wow, look at me. We'll see. I might change it to black. Okay, let's see how she looks. Okay, she looks freaking tiny. She's not tiny. Let me try messing with the lighting. Get some studio lights in here. Get some very subtle advertising right there. Perfect. Look at him. Ew. Hold on. Ew. Man, if Danny Mata's right and this is like a terrible metaphor about something terrible, this is like the most cursed thing I've ever done in my entire life. I'm getting pretty good at putting them back together. Nice. I want to hold her with my hand so you guys understand scale. She's big and kind of covered in popcorn bits now. I may have thrown a bunch of popcorn all over her. But look at how big she is. Bleh. The little one's still a little bit more fun to play with, but look at her. She's big and she's beautiful. I love her. I really gotta figure out better ways to do the ends of these videos because I feel like while the pictures are great, I feel like you guys enjoy the movie pictures more, like the moving ones, you know, what are they called? The video. Yeah, you guys like the videos more, so I gotta figure out better ways to do that. Maybe I should get a better camera. Woo, exciting things happening here in the studio. Do you guys want to see her butt? Let's look at her butt. Her butt's okay. This guy is still difficult to do anything with. Oh my goodness. I haven't quite mastered him. I think he's kind of like in there weird, actually. Forcing his egg back in his face is a little hard. Probably the most impractical popcorn bucket ever made. Probably both of them are like the worst popcorn buckets ever made, but it's okay. This was for fun. This isn't for, like, efficiency or practicality. This is for being silly. Now fix your face a little bit. We're trying to take a family photo here. There. It's a little bit better. Ugh. Just hold him. Looks really sad. His ears are really heavy and it pulls his whole face. Oh wait, can we do the thing? Can we do the thing? We can kind of do the thing. Whoa! Whoa! Okay. That's enough of that. Let's put your face back on. Nobody wants to see that. Ugh. Gross. Stop it. Oh my god, you know what I almost forgot to do? This a couple hundred times. Hold on. Oh man, I want to make like a really loud thud. Ah, whatever. Oh man, and I have two because one was significantly worse than the other. Fight for dominance. And here's the egg. Look at him. He's an egg. Ooh, an egg. In total, it took me maybe an hour to shoot after I was done setting up, and I was so lazy about the entire production because I thought it would be funnier if it was just the worst version of itself, but it had to be bad on purpose. Like, try less and it'll be funnier. I didn't really try really hard with the script, like thought about it and like the basic beats, but I didn't write anything down. I just winged it and did it basically all in like one shot. And I thought like, oh, maybe I should like edit my voice, or I can pay like indie voice actors to do the voices for the characters. And I was like, no, you know what's funnier? If you just did really awful impressions of all the characters, and also, you're free, because the budget on this commercial is $20 and a ham sandwich. So I didn't even use my nice microphone to do any of the audio recording. I used the audio recording from my phone that I said in the middle of the shoot, and then when I recorded the end as not Kane, I just yelled into a pair of knockoff Apple wired headphones because that was easier and faster. The only part I tried to make look decent was the part where I filmed the Pomni bucket on the turntable. Other than that, I did a freaking terrible job on purpose. Okay, I think I'm done filming, I guess. I don't know. We'll see how it looks in editing. I almost caught one of my lights on fire and I kind of broke it, but that's just showbiz, baby. Yeah. Also, I hate him. I hate him. Like, this whole project, I haven't really liked him. Like, he's funny to mess with, but I hate him and I never want to see him again. He's literally impossible to take, like, good pictures of because he's weird looking. Needless to say, the video went above and beyond my expectations, and it wasn't just YouTube either. Alongside the commercial, I also did end up posting images to Twitter, but Twitter hates me. And then I remembered that Reddit exists. I sometimes forget about them, but they actually do like my content sometimes. And now I've got all this fake internet money, I think. I even had a friend reach out to me and send me a Google search where my popcorn buckets are at the top of the Google search, which I thought was a pretty cool flex. The whole point of the commercial was to attract attention for the video that followed it, which was my art video all about how I made the popcorn buckets, and that has well passed my expectations, and I cannot express to you how much it means to me that you guys enjoyed that video. Just in case you were wondering, she did have fun in the theater, and she was filled with the best popcorn. Caramel corn. You know what? I think I know exactly what to do with both of these videos. Perfect. Thank you all so much for watching. For those who haven't seen this video of me making the popcorn buckets, here are some highlights. His panties. Violence. Amazing. So, if any of that looked interesting, make sure to check it out. I am still a very small content creator, but all of you that have joined me, I hope you stick around. I was about to say that I don't do that much Amazing Digital Circus content, and then I went back and looked through all of my own content, and apparently I would be a liar. I do really like the Amazing Digital Circus, but I'm also just really into animation, and I like making a lot of figurines and videos about collectible figurines and animation in general, and I do a ton of art videos. It's kind of my favorite content. So, with all of these new faces, I'd love to hear all about your favorite shows in animation. Make sure to let me know down in the comments below. I have my next couple of projects already planned out until the end of the year, so for those of you planning on sticking around, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye bye bye!